everybody, welcome back to my channel, it's Gio. EUL has finally finished for the first stage, and I wanted to have a look at what our first place team did in some of the season. Now, I'm interested today in looking at the series they played against Virtus.pro. It was towards the end of the first stage, and it was on Oregon. When I was having a look back over this series, I was paying really close attention to how Rogue were putting up their defenses, especially after seeing their series they played against BDS just a few play days earlier, and I noticed something kind of interesting about the defenses that they were playing on the upstairs bomb site. In this series, Rogue played 3 defensive rounds on kids' dorms, every time making very slight adjustments to what it was they did before, and actually ended up only winning 1 of these rounds. I thought it'd be really interesting to have a look into the decision making that they did and how that worked against the attack coming in from Virtus.pro, because I found it interesting, and if you're here, then I assume that you do too. Obviously, Oregon is the newest map in the current map pool, so seeing all the teams just figure it out over the course of the stage anyway has been really cool. And obviously going into the mini-major that's upcoming next month, this could be something that we start to see get developed more and more. So I hope you guys will find it interesting. Let's have a look. Rogue's upstairs defense characteristically doesn't bring any wall denial to protect the games room or attic wall. Thatcher is unbanned for the map and being played by Virtus.pro. However, even when we look back to the Oregon map played between Rogue and BDS, where Thatcher was banned, they still opted to not play with wall denial. This means that it will be very unlikely that Virtus.pro will have to play on the ground floor, as no Zephyr or Ash will be needed to shoot out any batteries or mute jammers, and that gives potential space for Rogue to play a roam, especially with those C4 operators on their lineup. Virtus.pro are able to open up attic wall quickly, and also have attackers coming in from the master side and armory too. WTG can confirm Corey's location in dorms, and use a pre-placed drone in classroom to verify that the bottom of main stairs is clear for him to move forward. Karjeka is in games room watching through the floor for any incoming damage, but is forced to rotate into kids' dorms when Shockwave successfully breaches the games room wall. Now VP have control of attic, trophy and games room, Rogue decide to send Corey down below to play alongside Leon. Both Leon and Karjeka are still holding on to their C4s, Rips had all 3 of his smoke canisters available for plant denial, and Aces is positioned in kids' dorms to hold the angle into attic should Rask push up. Pasha on Games Room Repel can try to stop anyone rotating across dorms, but he can't simultaneously hold the angle through Games Room floor. Knowing that Shockwave will try to move in from closet, Leon throws his C4 from below and kills him. VP now have to retrieve the diffuser, which means relinquishing the angle that could be held from Trophy. Emission and Rask have to get more aggressive with their positioning to eliminate the threat of the Maestro, and Pasha moves the big window to try and control Rips. Aces gets a 2k, but crosses Emission's line of sight attempting to move into dorms. However, at this point the diffuser has been dropped. Pasha gets Karjeka but gets caught out by Rips, who still has 2 of his gas canisters left. Leon is rotated up main stairs and Corey up white, which means only Emission needs to be taken down. Next time Rogue come to the upstairs site, they run the same operator lineup. However, VP do not, picking a Maverick and Capitan over the Thatcher and Jackal from before. This makes sense as the Thatcher was relatively redundant last time, not needing to clear wall denial, and the bolts from Capitan could be used to flush out defenders from their positions, making gunfights that were previously lost favourable to the attackers. It's likely this time that Rogue won't be able to get away with the same C4 from below strategy, as VP will be prepared to clear out the bottom floor of roamers to facilitate their push in, so Rogue have to go for something different. Instead of starting off in dorms, Aces positions himself in games room, meaning he could attempt an impact trick should Shockwave try to breach the wall. Unless he can be killed from below, Aces would be very difficult to dislodge before attempting to breach. This is why Leon is also by his side to hold the vertical angle. Rogue have also made changes to their attic defense. This time Karjeka on the Valkyrie is situated in bottom attic behind his own deployable shield, meaning this time he doesn't have a C4. This is to hopefully prevent such a swift take by the attackers as last time and force their utility usage. This could be done with either Rask's breach charge or Emission's frag nades, but they have to be careful of the ADS that's there to prevent them. Corey's positioning in Trophy with sights down the Armory corridor could also potentially hold back a push in through Armory, which we saw WTG do last round. However, Corey is forced out of position by Pasha's deletion of the Goyo shield present in the master doorway. This forces him to move behind the shield in Attic doorway in case anyone from VP were to push up into Trophy, and he doesn't have to worry about being shot from Closet or Attic due to where his teammates are. The first impact trick from Aces works on Shockwave's exothermic charge, and Pasha and WTG push up into Trophy to apply pressure to Corey, as if he's removed, Aces and Leon won't have the flank watch providing them safety. The second impact trick doesn't work, and Aces and Leon have to rotate to dorms and white stairs to prepare for the oncoming attackers. Corey is taken down, and Rask down below kills Leon as he moves down white stairs, unaware of where the attacker is. At this point, the diffuser is safe and the attackers aren't being channeled through Attic into Ace's line of fire. They have Trophy control with utility remaining, Ruz can freely move up white stairs, and Karjeka cannot change his attention from a mission in the Attic. This makes it impossible for all points of entry to be covered by the defenders. WTG uses his smokes to facilitate the plant, but Aces gets Rask through the smoke. Rips has little info and his gas canisters miss the planter. After trades back and forth, it's left to a 1v2, and all VP have to do is set up a crossfire that can catch Rips out, and they take the round. Round 6 and Rogue decide to round out their defense once again on the upstairs bomb site. This time there's a clear difference in their approach. Bandit is being brought instead of the Goyo to provide all the wall denial that they have so clearly lacked. On the attacking side, a mission is bringing Hibana instead of Maverick, as one of the big issues VP faced on the last round was clearing out the shield in Attic without anyone able to clear the ADS beforehand. With a Hibana, her flashes can be used to clear that utility if she's paired up with an operator like Ashe who can then remove the shield. The fact it was a 6-pick 2 encourages Rogue to not place extra ADSs in Attic. The default plant spot's floor is opened up so any roamer below could shoot or C4 up into it should an attacker go to plant. Meanwhile, the games room wall has been electrified. Corey is playing at the bottom of tower stairs, ready for any downstairs presence from the attackers, especially if they want to clear out the bandit batteries. After the Attic wall is opened by Shockwave, he can rotate to the balcony, and it doesn't take long for Virtus.pro to clear out the utility in Attic and put pressure onto Karjeka, who previously held good control in this area. Leon takes a lot of damage, which means if his batteries get removed, he won't be able to trick a breach onto the game's wall, so Aces moves into game's room so he can be there to impact trick as well if required. Pasha checks security corridor and drones from garage before VP conclude that downstairs is clear, and moves in to take the bandit batteries out from classroom. This means Aces has to successfully impact trick to deny the breach, but he does it too late and the wall gets opened. Now Virtus.pro have control of Trophy, Games Room and Attic. Corey is precariously positioned to catch out any attacker who may peek dorms from Trophy, but he is in no position to rotate westwards as Shockwave holds the angle from the balcony, and the Attic-based attackers could move up and do the same from there. Pasha sends in a lifeline which alerts Corey to his position and allows him to secure the kill. He pushes up aggressively to Closet, but has to be careful to stay close to the wall. Leon is playing down below in classroom should a refrag be required, but Shockwave doesn't take the risk. Instead, Corey's risky position becomes known to VP, and WTG can kill him off while a mission brings down Karjeka and thus securing control of Attic. Given that Maestro is down, the only on-site threat for VP is Rips, who could be surrounded easily. The plant starts to go down, but Leon below hasn't been cleared out and gets the down onto Shockwave. Without considering the risk, WTG tries to help and meets the same fate. However, with just 2 remaining members of Rogue, it doesn't take long for them to be beaten down, and the round secured by Virtus.pro. So that was my little dive into how Rogue decided to defend these bomb sites. I found it really interesting how they were able to make the first defense work out, but after that, when they tried to adapt and make iterations specifically to make the defense better, especially as Virtus.pro were adapting their attack at the same time, they just couldn't make it work out for themselves. Something that's really worth looking out for with Rogue going into the mini-major. I'm very excited to see how it is they're going to make that work out, assuming that they do head back into Oregon. Especially, of course, as Virtus.pro are also going to be in the mini-major as well, and BDS, who they did take on this map too. But I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I definitely enjoyed making it. I had a really good time having a look at this. Now that EUL is over for the first stage and there's a tiny gap before the EU major, or mini-major, I should say, I hope to make a couple more of these videos and then space them out in August. I really miss making content, but The regular schedule is very grueling. I don't have much time during the week, so I want to make the most of it now while I can. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video, follow me on Twitter, all of that good shit, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.